That was beautiful. What's it called?
It's a piece by Rachmaninoff. What are you doing here, Lulu?
I just wanted you to know that no one's gonna blame you for Michael's shooting. I made sure of it.
When Carly was pregnant with Michael, she had a fight with Dr. Jones and showed up at my doorstep. And she asked me to be her baby's father. Now, at the time I was running Sonny's business, and I tried to explain to her that it would not be safe for her and her baby. She didn't care. So I let her stay. And when Michael was born, I promised to protect him. Because everybody thinks that I can keep everybody safe. And I can't. I can't keep anybody safe. And the truth is, with what I do, I shouldn't be anywhere near a child.
Get out.
I'm not here to hurt Michael.
If you want to go after Sonny, that's fine. You give him all the sympathy sex he can stand. But I'll be damned if my son gets caught in the middle again because Michael has been hurt enough because of his father.
Love you, Dad.
Who's there? Who is there?
It's Robin.
Hey.
Hey. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Sorry, that was a dumb question. I'm just here to help.
Why'd you come down to find me?
Alexis called me.
Oh, figures.
She said that Carly walked in on you when they were questioning you about the shooting and things got ugly.
You know why Alexis called you to come check on me instead of herself? Because she is the mother of one of my children. And it takes a lot for her not to look at me and say, I told you so.
Alexis doesn't blame you.
Well, she should, because Carly was right about all of it. I am a selfish bastard who got his son shot.
Went by the hospital to see Carly this morning and
How's Michael?
He's still unconscious, but he's holding his own.
Is there gonna be any permanent damage?
They won't know anything until he wakes up, but Carly seems hopeful.
It's good.
Carly knows that you were with me when Michael was shot, and I told the same thing to Sonny, and I think that he believed me. And even if he didn't, Spinelli saw us together on the Haunted Star, so he can vouch for you with Jason, so everybody...
I do not need you defending me to Sonny.
I was just trying to help.
Who asked you to?
You're having sex with Max. That's your principal client's #1 henchman. What on earth were you thinking?
Yeah, what were you thinking?
Emotions are running very high since Michael got shot. Max and I were just looking for a little mutual consolation. in the middle of Sonny's living room.
The boss isn't here.
And now might be a very good time for you to make a discreet exit. I don't want to be here any more than you want me here. What I have just seen has burned holes through my corneas.
Stop.
But as your friend and colleague, I'm going to stay here because you seem to be making very self-destructive choices.
Excuse me? I happen to hold Miss Miller in a very high esteem.
Thank you, Max. That's very kind of you to say. I'm sure you do, Max, and I say this in the nicest possible way. But you're a thug.
I'm a bodyguard.
He's a minion to a thug. And this is okay with you? You're sleeping with a flunky.
What?
What if we just leave? Poor Charles. What if we moved to like Montana or Hawaii or New Zealand, anywhere?
I can't leave. I can't leave right now. I can't leave Michael. Carly, Monica was sitting in rehab knowing that her grandson, the last person she had left, was shot in the head and may never wake up because of some of my choices. I couldn't lie to you and tell you that you and the kids would be safe. I've made enemies, and you and the kids would always be in the line of fire.
Okay, so just so I'm clear on this, you're choosing that life with violence over me and the boys.
No. I made the choice before I ever even met you. I have risked your life. And Jake's and Cam's. And I refuse to be the reason that any of you would die.
I've loved you longer than you've loved me. And I've tried really hard to stop. But I just can't. Even now.
I came to pay my respects, and I'm not here to hurt your son.
He's not on display. You don't get to come check out the kid with the hole in his head.
No child deserves this.
You can save your sympathy because Sonny's not here. That's why you're doing this, right? To get close to his father? You may want to rethink that strategy. Being close to Sonny's a dangerous thing, even for a wannabe mob queen like yourself. Take a look at the flip side of this life.
Carly, I'm really sorry about your son.
Screw your sympathy and your pity. I told you to stay the hell away from my family, and I mean it. Now get out. Get out!
Carly, what's going on here? I don't know who you are, but you've obviously upset my wife.
She's
I'm gonna
Claudia
have to ask-
Zakara, Johnny's sister.
Come to admire your brother's handiwork.
My brother didn't do this.
Am I supposed to take your word on that?
No, ask Lulu Spencer. She was with John when it happened.
Maybe Johnny wasn't the one who pulled the trigger, but I'm sure he gave the order to the person who
My
did.
brother would never target a child.
I believe my wife asked you to leave. I suggest you do that before I call security.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I was going out of my mind on that runway. How's he doing?
He's doing okay. He's getting better. I know it. Aren't you, baby? You're getting better.
All I wanted to do was teach my son that my business is more than just guns and violence. So I brought him here, okay? Without any guards so he can watch a coffee shipment being loaded. And I left him wide open, and now he's lying in a hospital bed with a hole in his head.
But the police said that the bullet ricocheted, and which means that they weren't even aiming at Michael.
They were aiming at me, Robin. And once again, I just get off without a scratch. Everybody, it always happens like this. Everybody I care about. You know, my family, Carly, Kate, they pay the price. I'm always, you know, just standing there, all fine, everything's
We're
great.
trying to give your son a better life, right? You brought him here to show him that the mob isn't the only option. You can't blame yourself for wanting to be a good father.
When I saw my son get shot, all I thought about was getting him to the hospital as fast as I can, because I wanted to save my son's life. And it wasn't until I was at the hospital that the police started questioning me. Carly is coming at me that I realized what had happened. There was a rifle. It was going to shoot at me. I grabbed Kate, threw her to the ground. Kate, not Michael. Carly's right. I don't deserve to be a father.
Carly's full of crap. Michael needs you. Every child needs his father.
I didn't think you would have a problem with me trying to save your life.
What was the last thing that you said to me at the Haunted Star before Spinelli came in and told us about Michael being shot? That you were sick of thinking about me. So why are you here again?
You're the one who kept pushing me away, and when I finally decided to end things between us, you wouldn't let go.
I haven't called you once since Michael got shot. That should tell you something.
Yeah, that you're afraid Sonny's gonna blame you for Michael's shooting, and you don't want me caught in the middle. I get it.
No, you don't. I'm sick of all this back and forth. So quit playing the games and tell me what you want.
I am not the only one who's playing games here. What do you call buying into my father's business?
I call it a business investment.
It is a way for you to keep me in your life.
Oh, you know what, Lulu? Not everything I do is about you, okay?
My mistake for trying to help you. Have a nice life.
You're right about everything. I can never risk my boys getting hurt like Michael. And I know that I should be making this easier because it's my choice too.
I'm sorry.
I'm not. I have loved every minute that I've spent with you. I love our son. I thank God that we made him together. I don't want this to just be over. I just hope that somehow there's a way that I can be with you again. I accept that you lead a dangerous life, and I accept that you should never step foot into this house nor be with my children. But I'm a different story. Why can't we just continue to meet at the safe house?
If you call, I'll meet you.
But you're not gonna call me.
I couldn't ask you to take the chance.
God, Jason, why does it always have to be up to me?
Because you're the one with everything to lose. You know I love you. But before you call, you gotta think of Carly screaming for Michael.
That's not fair.
I'm just being honest. I want you and Jake and Cam to have the amazing life.
Jason. Is there anything I can do for you?
If you could pray for Michael, I'd appreciate that.
Yeah, of course. The boys and I will pray for all of you.
Alexis, while I appreciate your concern, however misguided, I fail to see how belittling Max is going to do anybody.
Getting involved with anyone from Sonny's organization could get you killed, or worse, disbarred. Now, is the allure that you feel for this particular brand of bad boy worth losing your career?
I did not sleep with Max because he is a bad boy. Yes, his line of work is less than desirable, but that does not define him as a human being. He is quite sensitive. He's endlessly sympathetic. He's got boyish good looks. And he's remarkably limber for a man of his size.
Yes, I've seen Max's flexibility.
Max?
Oh, no, never.
No, I meant when I walked in, I saw his leg over. Forget it.
Oh, my point is that there's much more to Max than meets the eye.
He carries a gun, and his job is to terrorize people.
My job is to protect Sonny.
Same thing. Max, can you look me in the eye, honestly, and tell me that you've never fired a gun at one of Sonny's enemies?
Don't you answer that.
Well, it's a valid question.
It's entrapment.
Well, it's okay, Miss Miller. I've got nothing to hide. Well, if someone were to make an attempt on Sonny's life, I would stop at nothing to protect him. Hypothetically speaking, of course.
Good boy.
Bad boy. I know how this works. You find yourself finding something decent and caring about this otherwise dangerous criminal. You go to bed with him, and the next thing you know, your life is utter chaos. I know. You want to put yourself through this? He's never going to love anyone but Carly.
Oh, no.
How did Claudia Zakari even get in here? Where was Sonny? Or Jason, for that matter?
Jason's been with me every minute since Michael got out of surgery. He left right before Claudia got here.
What about Sonny?
I don't want Sonny anywhere near Michael ever again.
Well, but at least these men should be guarding the door, don't you think?
If Sonny wanted to protect Michael, he should have put a guard in every corner of that warehouse. Instead, he sent him home. Just so he could impress his girlfriend. See, Sonny decided that he was going to focus on the coffee business so Kate could think she could have a normal life with Sonny. So when the shots were fired, Sonny protected Kate, not Michael. He was more concerned with his girlfriend than he was his own son. I think of all the times that I insisted that Sonny was a good father and insisted that his kids spend time with him. I'm such a fool.
Hey, you did what you thought was best.
Michael almost died last night because he was standing next to Sonny. And you told me so many times, why didn't I listen to you? Why didn't I do more to protect my kids?
My heart breaks for what you and Carly are going through right now. I mean, no one should have to sit by their child's bedside and wonder if he'll ever wake up. But that doesn't excuse Carly's behavior. I mean, she may not need you right now, but Michael does. I mean, you are his father. He needs you now more than ever.
Carly's just doing what she can to protect Michael and Morgan. I can't fault her for that. It's more than I did.
Listen, I have no doubt that Carly loves her children, okay? But that being said, she has also used them to manipulate them with any man that she happens to be with at the moment. I mean, she did that with Michael before he was even born. She used her pregnancy to play Tony and AJ off of each other. And then after that, she told Jason to lie about being Michael's father. And then when he got fed up and left, she used Michael to work you. So I am sorry. Carly is in no position to tell you what is in the best interest for your child.
Listen to me. When I adopted Michael, I promised that little boy that I would keep him safe and love him. Listen, I should have put Michael first, above myself, above Kate. So basically, what I have done is I have failed my son in every way that matters.
With all due respect, Miss Davis, you have no right to judge me or Miss Miller. It's not like you are the relationship expert. I mean, you married Rick Lansing.
Max makes an excellent point. And Rick Lansing is only one of the reprehensible men that you have slept with. Well, there's Sonny and Jerry Jax.
I never slept with Jerry Jax.
Okay, but you've kissed him.
How do you know? Yeah, never mind. Hello. It's none of your business.
Okay, so my relationship with Max is open to your criticism, but I am supposed to respect your privacy and remain mute when you fall apart when Jerry Jax walks into the room.
I do not
Yes, Alexis, you are projecting your fear and your doubt, and given your affinity for choosing all the wrong men, I can't say as I blame you, but I have absolutely no regrets about sleeping with Max.
Likewise, Miss Miller. Maybe we can do it again sometime.
Now might be a perfect time for you to make that discreet exit.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
I am so sorry. You're going to have to... No. Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
No, go ahead.
I just wanted to say thanks. I've never had anyone defend me like that.
It was my pleasure.
Okay.
Okay. Right. Well, I guess I should be...
Yeah.
I should be going.
Sock anywhere?
I have not seen your sock, but...
I'll find it.
Yeah. It's here. Didn't run away.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, Miss Miller? What?
I'll call you.
Yeah. So that happened.
Relationships they're just difficult, aren't they? I mean, whether you're together or not. I don't have to look past my own crazy relationship with Patrick to know that. I mean, how two well-intentioned, intelligent people manage to mess things up the way we have is beyond me.
Yeah, but the difference is Patrick can't get you and that beautiful baby you're carrying killed.
Sonny, Carly knew who you were and what you did before she even married you. It was her choice to bring Michael into your life and to have Morgan for that matter. I mean, it's a little late for her to start acting like it was all a big mistake, don't you think?
What if the best thing for me to do is walk away from my sons?
You grew up without a father, right? You honestly telling me that you're better off because of it?
Well, Mike was a gambler. He wasn't a gangster, so the only enemy he had was his bookie. My kids have been a target their whole lives. I can't blame Carly for wanting to keep Michael and Morgan safe.
No. No one has the right to push a father out of their child's life.
Hey. So what did the doctors say? Have they given you any idea of Michael's prognosis?
Dr. Drake was able to stop the bleeding when he removed the bullet, so...
Okay. Did he give you a time frame of how long it will be before he regains consciousness, or...?
They're not sure. But he's getting better, I can tell. I mean, his color's better than it was yesterday, and he squeezed my hand earlier when I was talking to him.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Did you tell Patrick about that?
Hey.
Glad you made it home safe.
Thank you. I wish I could have been here sooner. But, thanks for staying with Carly through the surgery. I believe Michael's doing better. He squeezed Carly's hand this afternoon.
We should get back in there in case, he does it again for you.
Yeah.
You need to tell Jax what the doctor said.
No.
Carly.
Michael is getting better. Jason, I know this. Did you take care of what you had to take care of?
Yeah, I did.
Because Michael needs you. And I need you.
I thought I might find you in here. Remember when we were little and I used to lock you in here when Daddy would get out of control? I'd teach you how to play. You used to play for hours and hours and hours till he'd calm down. We just get lost in the music, huh? Forget about everything else.
It's not that easy anymore.
I did something stupid, John. I went to see Michael Grantos in the hospital.
If you're hanging around Sonny's kids, Sonny's gonna know you had something to do with it.
I told you it was stupid.
Why would you do that?
Because I don't know. I wanted to see him for myself. I guess I thought maybe he'd be sitting up in bed eating an ice cream cone or something. It wouldn't be that bad, and I wouldn't feel that guilty. But he was just laying there, still, with all these tubes down his throat. He looked like a little doll. And I just kept thinking to myself, when you were a little boy, I promised that I would protect you. No matter what happens. I promise I am not going to let you pay for my mistakes.
Did anyone see you at the hospital?
Carly walked in on me standing next to Michael's bed.
Did she accuse you of anything?
Her husband, Jasper Jax, I think, has his suspicions, but Carly seems to think that I was just there because I want to work Sonny. I did the only thing I could. I just let her yell at me. But I kept thinking to myself, how would she react if she knew that I was responsible for her little boy getting
You didn't
shot?
hurt Michael on purpose.
He's in a hospital, Johnny. He can't speak or move because of me.
You didn't pull the trigger. At worst, you're guilty of trusting the wrong person.
He could
That's
have
all.
died last night.
You wouldn't let me go to Sonny and take responsibility for this, and I'm not going to let you do the same thing. We need to make an agreement. Nobody can know that you hired somebody to take him out, okay?
Why are you excusing what I did, John?
Because you're my sister. I'm not going to let you throw your life away out of guilt or remorse.
Yeah, well, don't worry about it. Sonny finds out what I did. You won't have to be concerned about my life.
I lied to myself thinking that I can turn down my involvement in the mob like you turned on the volume on the radio. Shove it aside and try to make everybody believe that I'm a legitimate coffee importer.
Right, and you can still do that.
No, I can't. You know why? Because I'm in too deep. Can't get out. But I thought that I could fool myself into thinking, hey, you can change.
Okay. But you were still Michael's father. That counts for something.
Not more than my son's life.
Instead of just blaming yourself for all of this, have you thought about what your son wants? I mean, do you even know?
with him.
And that's what you should do.
Hey, sweetie. Jason's back. Do you want him to tell you another story? When Michael was a baby, Jason would sit and talk to him for hours. And Michael got so used to the sound of Jason's voice that even now, if he can't sleep, he'll call him and they'll talk for hours.
I didn't know that.
That's because Michael works so hard at convincing everyone he's grown up when down deep inside he's still a little boy who sometimes still needs to talk to his Uncle Jason.
What kind of things would you talk about?
Just, I used to read him books about Africa and Asia and other countries.
Places that you're going to take him when he's better.
By all means, sit. I'm sure Michael would love to hear a story.
Yeah, I brought him a book, but I know you want to spend some time with him.
Sounds like I have some things to do anyway. You be okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Jason's here, okay?
Okay. I'll be back soon.
Okay.
If anyone ever did to you what I did to Michael, I'd kill him in a second.
We made a mistake.
No, the only mistake that you made was entrusting me to handle this.
Okay, well, it was my responsibility the whole time. I'm in charge of this family now. I should have handled the hit on Sonny.
I didn't want you anywhere near this, John. That was the whole point.
I'm not a little boy anymore. You don't need to protect me forever.
I can try.
Look, we screwed up. But risking your life and going to Sonny isn't going to wake Michael up any sooner.
If he wakes up at all.
I'm serious, Claudia. Nobody can know we were involved. Promise me.
For now. What? If Sonny tries to pin this on you, there is no way I'm going to sit by and keep my mouth shut and watch you take the fall.
Okay, then we need to make sure that Sonny never finds out. Which means no more seeing his family, no more going to the hospital to visit Michael or to apologize to Carly. If Jax is already suspicious, you need to keep a low profile.
Well, you know what? You might do the same thing with Lulu. Look, John, I am sure that she cares about you. But I guarantee, at the end of the day, her family is always going to come first, as it should.
You don't need to worry about me and Lulu. We're done. For good this time.
Was that your choice or hers?
Does it matter?
I just don't want to see you hurt.
Okay, well, I'd be a lot worse off if something happened to you.
Well, you're stuck with me.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
I'll see you later, okay? I thought you said you and Lulu were over.
We are.
Why was she here?
Nina?
Nina took the night off.
I know, I was supposed to be covering for her. What's going on?
Well, I wanted to surprise you, and it looks like it worked.
Hi. Sorry to bother you at home. I tried to get a hold of Robin and Patrick, but they wouldn't answer their pagers.
That's okay. Come in.
Thanks.
Has something happened with Michael?
I was hoping you could tell me. You assisted in the surgery, right?
I did.
Was there any complications at all?
Sit down. The bullet was lodged in Michael's temporal lobe right behind his ear. Dr. Drake was able to extract the bullet, and it did relieve some pressure on his brain.
Okay. So based on the damage, do you think that Michael will recover?
Jax, I'm not a neurologist, but you should talk to Carly. I know Dr. Drake has spoken with her about Michael's test results.
Yeah. You see, Carly thinks that he's getting better. I just need to know if that's a possibility.
You know you have to keep up your end of the bargain. You can't tell him about all these wonderful places and not take him.
I know.
You have to promise me that when he gets better, we're going to take him someplace really special. Remember when we went to Florida?
Yeah, I remember it being really hot.
And you took Michael in the ocean, cool him off. Then we laid him down for a nap, and he was so relaxed with his little fist by his head. And he woke up and smiled at us. I would give anything for him to wake up right now. Smile at us.
How's Michael?
There's a hole in his head. How do you think he's doing?
Holly, come on. I don't want to fight. I just want to see my son.
He's my son. And I'm never going to let you hurt him again.